Mark Megan's Weekly Roast. Proudly supported by Cialis for Men. Struggling with erectile dysfunction? It's nothing to be ashamed of. Cialis for Men 10mg film-coated tablets, which contains tadalafil, is now available without prescription. Just a quick, discreet chat with your pharmacist, in person or online, can help. Find it at pharmacies nationwide or visit www.cialisformen.ie for more details. To be taken at least 30 minutes prior to anticipated sexual activity. Always read the label. GoLoud.
Welcome back to the Weekly Roast. How's it going, guys? How the hell are you? How are your hearts? And of course, how are your heads? Guys, Mark Megan's Weekly Roast is proudly sponsored by Cialis for Men, helping you get and keep an erection whenever you need it. If the idea of walking into a pharmacy makes you feel a bit awkward, don't sweat it. Pharmacists have heard it all before. Nearly 3 in 10 men have dealt with ED at some point, so you are far from alone. Just have a quick, quiet chat, grab what you need, and walk out with your head held high. Figuratively, of course. To be taken at least 30 minutes prior to anticipated sexual activity contains tadalafil. Always read the label. Oh, how's it going, guys? How are we?
I'm very well. Fuck.
We're grand. We're grand. We'll keep it in.
Okay, good.
We just did a bit of pre-show banter and Michael mentioned the IRA, so we had to re-record. And now he's here spluttering and sneezing all over himself. Nevertheless, Mihal, it's great to be here, my friends. Thank you for tuning in to the Weekly Roast. Couple of little bits of admin for you.
Okay.
Housekeeping.
Love it.
Cork show sold out end of September. Can't wait. It's going to be amazing. Let's go. Galway and Clare and Mayo and Sligo and Donegal and all of the western part of the world. I'm doing my best to try and get a date secured. One of the venues that we were hoping to do is fully booked for September and October, and I have a baby due very, very soon. So I can't, it has to happen soon. So bear with me. Pay close attention to my Instagram because it looks like we're going to try and get one night, okay, for sure. But I may not have time to announce it on the podcast. So just perhaps even stick notifications on my Instagram over the next few days as things are moving fast and furious. And I want to get this locked in and see you before I become a father. Okay, so that's the end of that. Now, thank you for listening to the show. There are some outrageous things happening behind the scenes, one of which has been confirmed. And I know it's the worst thing ever, but I can't tell you now. I'm not going to be able to tell you until mid-October or early November. It's the greatest bit of news that's ever happened to me.
Yeah.
And all I can say is thank you so much for your support, your unwavering ears over the last couple of years, because if it wasn't for that, these things would not be happening. However, all is not well.
Okay.
May as well be honest.
Yeah, go on.
I was offered to go on a TV show. Right?
Yeah.
And one might go, but Mark, isn't that perfect? Isn't that the proverbial door you've been knocking on for, let's be honest, almost 10 years when you first started doing viral videos on Facebook? Then you became an alcoholic, lost your way for a few years, blah, blah. But now you're back. Yeah. Oh, you wanted to get the look in.
This is it, yeah.
This is it. I got the look in. And what did I do? Let me think about it. Please let this be a lesson to anybody out there. Firstly, be careful what you wish for, okay? Because you might get it. Secondly, when you get what you wish for, try not to let your perennial neurosis interfere with logic and for you to miss out an opportunity. I got offered to go as a guest on this TV show, which would have been very fun with a couple of other really talented people, finally in the mix of getting these offers. And I was like, oh yeah, that sounds interesting. Can I think about it for a few weeks? And they're like, we sort of need an answer soon. Quite surprised you're not saying yes, to be honest. And my agent was like, we sort of need an answer soon. Quite surprised you're not saying yes, to be honest, because she was like, isn't this exactly what you were whinging about in our office last month, saying, why don't I ever get the nod? And she's like, you've gotten the nod and it's just on you to say yes. I was in Spain, I got 4 emails going, the team need to know, please let them know. And I was like, can we just arrange a call to chat about it? Long story short, arranged the call and I was like, do you know what, I'm going to chat to there and then I'll come back to you. Came back to them a day later and I was like, I'll do it. They were like, It's gone. We've had to fill your place. We might bring you on next season. So, genuinely.
I'm sorry to laugh, but
I deserve it. And my instant head was like, who can I blame?
yeah.
Me. Look in the mirror. Look at the idiot above the sink when you're cursing yourself as you brush your teeth. That's the idiot to blame. So, I don't know. The moral of the story is, my friends, be careful what you wish for, but also just say yes. Stop overthinking. Nevertheless, it's the roast of beauty salons and beauticians and salon experiences and waxing and grooming and all things unsavoury. There's no easy way to say this. In the history of the weekly roast, I have never been truly as appalled as I was yesterday afternoon reading some of the messages that were sent in.
Surely not. We've had some stinkers.
Okay, we've had some stinkers.
As in, like, messages.
All right, Ned Flanders.
Oh, fuck.
we had a few stinkers, honey. But like, this stuff was pretty.
Do you think this is like a new level?
It's a new level of perverse. I've also received one message which I'm going to read out to you. In the first section, I'm just going to do readouts, right? It is single-handedly the greatest message that I've ever received in the history of recorded sound.
Oh, God, okay.
So, brace yourselves. Strap yourselves in. Find yourself a quiet place and enjoy, my friends. Please don't judge me. I am merely the vehicle of the lewd atrocities that are about to assault the senses. Let's get into it. It's the roast of salons. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Biggest news of all. I can't believe I've forgotten. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to get a salon expert. Ellen Kavanagh, her name is. She owns Waxperts, and she's coming into the studio to do a live waxing on me and Mystery Mick. So there you go. Roast. I have to give back. I can't just be sitting there judging everybody else. I have to be part of it. So tune in tomorrow morning and I'm going to be getting the sack back and wax cracked. Brilliant. Banter. What's the crack? On y va, let's go. I had a client come into my nail salon. I noticed there was dirt under her nail. She saw me check it and she proceeded to pick it out, smell it, and then flick it across my salon saying, "That's just baby poo, don't worry."
Fuck off. No.
The fact is, for me, the fact that she's smelling it, that there was a chance it wasn't baby poo. Oh, that's just Graham's. He went to Dubai last summer and he picked himself up a little fetish. Do you know what I mean? That is absolutely depraved. So,
I don't even know how to respond to that, Mark.
well, like, sorry, the flicking it across the salon, it could be Mahatma Gandhi's dog shit and I don't care. Get rid of it from, this is a place of work. This is a place of business. Do you know what I mean? Flicking poo, it doesn't matter whose poo it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's so much filth here. I'm just going to get straight. Okay, moving on. Away from poo. Less of the bumps. My very first night working as a massage therapist. Interesting that it's night, but...
Yeah.
My very first night working as a massage therapist, my first client was an elderly man who told me whilst lying on his front that when he turned around, he had a special little spot he'd like massaged. Even in a sex fantasy, he's still got a small dick. It's completely preposterous.
Just before you turn me around, I'm a special little spot.
That's not the way anyone refers to their willy, like. It's also, get out. It's sexual harassment. I'm calling the police. I don't care if you're a withered old Werther's Original sucking, you're gone.
Yeah.
Absolutely gone. Oh my God. No, this is awful again. I'm a beauty therapist. The worst experience was doing a Hollywood and Brazilian. What's the difference?
Oh.
Brazilian's the strip, right?
Yeah, I think Hollywood's just everything.
Is it?
I think so.
So then, what's like a Dungiven? Do you know what I mean? What's like a Drogheda? A Drogheda. Everything bar a club to the gooch.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Okay. Just a couple of lads laughing at bodies. I'm a beauty therapist. The worst experience was doing a Hollywood wax and getting to her backside area. And there was a piece of dry, hardened stool about an inch long.
An inch?
I had to pick it up with the wax strip and continue on as if nothing happened. I then put it in my back pocket for the remainder of this session.
No.
Like, how did she not feel it there is beyond me. And I've often wondered, how did she know all along? Oh my God, hold on. Why are you putting it in your pocket like a fucking mum on an Asda ad? This is completely preposterous. Oh, there's a poo. Yeah, back of the Levi's. Yeah.
I feel like coming across.
Thank God I was down in bloody Pamela Scott last week and got those new 32 waist with the baggy pockets. I can put the poo in it. 1 inch of dry hardened stool, please.
She wears Snickers to work just for the extra pocket.
The cargo pants.
Yeah.
Like the poo pockets. Polly Pookets.
Why are you putting in the pockets? What's going on?
Also, I feel like if someone's got a dry, hardened inch of stool attached to their body, right? You don't need to like delicately tiptoe like the Hamburglar over to the refuse sack. Sorry, love. There's a Tamagotchi-sized lump of shit on your leg. I've got an ice scraper outside. You can scrape it off the back of your calf. On y va? Mark, I'm not up to date on how this works. However, I have 2 experiences that put me off the profession for life. Still in college, not getting paid, but getting experience working in a salon every Saturday 9 to 5. Was told I would be shown how to do a Brazilian wax, and the owner proceeded to do it on me.
That's...
I had no choice. Yes,
You did.
but also, she also said to include a breast massage into a facial. No. No thanks. 2, wax my best friend's mum. She hadn't showered. Look, I know it's not possible all the time. However, this was in her house, so it would have been possible. I could tell what kind of toilet paper she had used for breakfast.
For breakfast?
I don't even know, and I don't want to know. This is...
With these type of treatments, there has to be like Chinese walls in place. No friends or family. That's a term.
Chinese wall?
Don't even try that, Mark. That's a very well-used term.
So wait, let's just get me... So wait, when someone's going to like a beauty salon or a waxing salon, there has to be Chinese... Just can you...
Chinese walls is like a figurative term. It's not... I don't mean literal Chinese walls.
But why the Chinese... I've heard of Chinese whispers.
Oh, fuck
I've heard of Chinese burns. In fact, the Chinese have been done so dirty by the lexicon of modern Westerners that you've just added another bit of gasoline fluid onto the flaming fucking embers of respect burning beneath my eyes. Was waxing a lady's bikini... I'm just going to let you away with the chinoise thing.
Yeah.
Was waxing a lady's bikini... The wax... Oh, good, this is outrageous. Just the most outrageous thing I've ever read today. Was waxing a lady's bikini. The wax must have caught a long hair because when I pulled off the wax, it was like a rat jumping out of her underwear with the hairball that came out. It frightened the crap out of me. She just burst out apologising and then pushed it back up. Where?
A rat.
No, not an actual rat.
No,
Michael.
I know. But that...
Yeah, all right, the Shenzhen.
For fuck's sake.
All right, Wuhan. Like, yeah. Look, guys, this is... I'm gonna leave you at this before we get to the voice notes. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is the greatest thing that I've ever heard in my life. As a hairdresser for 45 years, my party story is always... I don't believe in COVID. No, you can't. You can't. You absolutely can't. You know, as a hairdresser for 45 years, my party story is always, I worked in an elderly home for a few years and a porter used to bring my clients to me. Lots of them were unable to speak or walk. Reasonable enough.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love them just the same. Very good. And I'd talk away. You could always tell by their eyes that they were listening. Until one day I got a little lady. She was sort of asleep. I chatted away and was moving her wee head about. And it was a wee bit stiff to move, to be fair. I trimmed her hair and curled it. Then I popped her under the dryer. On to the next one. All of a sudden, this younger lady appeared at the door, said, "Hello," and she was looking for her mum. Then her eyes moved to the dryer and she squeals, "My mum is dead!" I had worked on a corpse that I thought I had killed when I was moving her head, although it turns out she had apparently died en route to me.
Oh. my God.
Good stuff. Good stiff. That is absolutely outrageous. Weekend at Bernie style. You know somebody is dead. So I said to Tina, it's just a hoax. The government are planning it. You can't. But you know what I mean? They've got the army on patrol now, and then the head just fully rigor mortis setting in. Anyway, you
just put your head back there.
But you can't identify as a wolf. What do you mean you identify? I can identify as a carriage. You know? It's just completely fucking ridiculous. A dead person. How do they get her from the chair into the chair? Surely that saves on the Undertaker costs.
Yeah, you would think so.
No, like it can't be true.
Absolutely could be true.
A full-blown just corpse. How are you, Maureen? Did you like the ice cream last night? I think it's lasagna for lunch today, Maureen. Christmas isn't that far away. Do you like the Easter eggs we got? Do you know what I mean?
I could see it happening.
It's completely
I
ludicrous.
could absolutely see it happening.
Rest in Peter Mark. On y va. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the weekly roast, the roast of salons and beauticians and all things beauty, part 1. Tune in tomorrow for part 2. If you know a salon expert, a beauty expert, or beautician, hairdresser, anything you want, perhaps send them this episode and send them my way if they have their own stories. I feel like this could almost become a series. Get in touch if you enjoy the show, or if you have any stories of your own on Instagram at Megan Mark. And thank you for listening. Right. Strap on, guys. Strap in. Strap. Yeah.
Yeah, don't strap on, maybe.
Wear a helmet. This is going to get feral. Honeywell, let's go.
So I am working in beauty 22 years now, and I could write 10 books, but this story is my number 1. I have a regular client that landed into me one day, a bit flustered, a bit frazzled. She got up on the bed and I said, "You okay? You're a bit flustered today?" I said, yeah, I'm fine, but just to let you know, I'm in labour. And I just thought, oh God, you're what? She goes, "I'm in labour. Don't worry, all is fine. My contractions are pretty far apart and grand." She was in for a 90-minute appointment for her lash extensions, and she had driven 20 kilometres to get to me on top of this. So she got up on the bed and she was really calm. So I thought, okay, this is obviously okay. So she said, "Go ahead, I'll be fine. I have a few hours left." She said, "But would you mind, while you're doing my lashes, would you mind timing my contractions?" So while I was doing her lashes, every so often I'd have to time her contractions. Yeah, definitely a first for me. But in the meantime, her husband kept ringing her phone, and she kept hanging up on him and ignoring him and giving out about him. And she couldn't understand why he was so concerned about this wife of his that was about to have their third child and was in labour and drove 20 kilometres to get her lashes done. Anyway, thankfully, she didn't give birth, and she drove back home and all was fine. I think I laughed for the whole day at it. But honestly, a few hours later, I get a picture of her and her newborn daughter. Yeah, definitely my number 1 story. I really do think women, they'll do anything just to make their beauty appointments.
Okay, so like I know I'm not exactly like the Lena Dunham of Irish podcasting. It's not. I don't think every woman in labour is going to get their nails did. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think every single female in the country would be going to get a bit of, what's it called? Shellac.
Shellac.
Do you know what I mean? Jack shellac before they go and have their third. By the way, when I first sent this story to Mystery Mick this morning, he goes, "Her third child? Surely she could just sneeze at that stage." That's shocking.
That didn't happen.
You dog of a man.
You're a horrible person.
It's Chinese walls 1 minute and then it's vaginal walls the next.
Oh, thanks.
It's just hard to know how many more walls you're going to build up around yourself to separate you between yourself and the rest of the world. One day you'll fucking realise. Nevertheless, going into a nail salon for the nails when you're in labour. I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's a good... I'm not a doctor. If there's one thing you know about me, it's I'm definitely not a doctor.
Absolutely.
But if Darren is going into labour and she's like, "I'm on the way over to Paula Callan's gaff." Well, you're not. You're both not. You're not allowed. Like, it's over. You're going to the doctors. And then The husband getting stressed. Fair play. I completely understand it.
Totally, yeah.
And not only that, though, moments after actually having the baby, she's then on to the salon person again going, here, have a look. Like,
Yeah.
she needs more people in her life. The distance emotionally between her and her beauty therapist needs to be further,
Yeah, okay.
you know, expanded. On the list of people that I'll be texting when I have a baby,
Yeah.
you know, it's going to be, you'll probably be high up there, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to say top 7,
Oh, nice.
maybe 11.
No, let's stick with 7.
You'll probably be in the top 7.
Okay.
You know, you send out a few texts.
Yeah.
If Lockie from Pattern Barbers on Francis Street thinks I'm going to be sending a picture of the firstborn, he's got another thing coming, like. He just turns off the Drake CD. Sorry? Oh, yeah, bro, fresh. It's a baby. What do you mean, yeah, bro, fresh? Great skin fade. No, it's just skin, brother. He's a beautiful baby. Oh, Oliver.
Can you not say that?
Let's go.
Hi, Mark. So, yes, I worked as a beauty therapist in a salon in Dublin a million years ago, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I
Maths.
was doing a pedicure for an older lady, and I was cutting her toenails, and her big toenail flew off and landed in my lip gloss. So I had to take the big toenail from my lip gloss and continue on with her treatment as if nothing happened. Needless to say, I didn't last too long after that, and I handed in my notice.
Yeah, like,
I can't think of anything worse.
you know, this isn't to be ageist, but all people's toenails are the lowest rung on humanity's ladder. That is the sort of visceral Guantanamo of, you know, having to be in proximity of all people's toenails. Yeah. It's why chiropodists deserve Gashka awards, you know. Chiropodists are always freaks, by the way.
I recently went to one.
Did you?
I left feedback on.
Feedback?
I left.
Brilliant.
But I left a Google review because she asked me to, and I got absolutely rinsed by my mates who found it because I was like, she was very delicate and very nice.
You're a pervert. You are a complete and utter foot pervert.
She asked me to leave.
She was very delicate.
She asked me to leave.
It's not a therapist talking about the death of a pet. It's a fucking foot doctor. She was very delicate and careful. It's not a news journalist writing about a massacre. Do you know what I mean?
She asked.
Interviewing the victim's family. It's somebody looking at your vinegar fees on a Tuesday.
Vinegar feet.
Well, did somebody just burst a flagon of Chef Ketchup? No, Michael just took his fucking Doc Martens off. Like, fair play, the Google reviews.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Supporting local business.
Old people's feet, yeah, look, it's not great. It's not great. Do you know what I used to have a weird fantasy of?
Go on.
Touching an old man's bald head.
Sorry?
Yeah, big into it.
Say more on that.
I think it comes from going to mass as a child.
Okay.
And being really, really distracted and bored.
Yeah.
And once you've counted every single slat on the roof 17 times, done the windows, do you do that when you're bored in a place? I'm like, I know I'm bored when I can tell you how many light fixtures there are in a room.
I hear you.
And I'm just like, okay, so if there's 17 chairs, let's count the legs. And even though you know by doing the maths, you still have to count them just because you're that bored, right? I eventually just stare at the back of people's heads. And obviously you've got the sort of Blue Rinse Brigade, people's coats and all the rest. But then sometimes just like the back of a bald man's head and the layers of skin going, what's in between those skin? I want to kiss it. Oniva, let's go.
Backpacking around Southeast Asia about 25 years ago. And I was in Cambodia and I thought, God, I need a thigh wax. So I went into the beauticians and this little Cambodian lady comes out and she gets me to obviously like take my shorts off, etc. So she takes one look at my thighs and she runs back out and then she brings about 5 women in and they all start slapping my thighs and my arse because they probably had never seen a size 12 or 14 thighs before. I was just lying there while they're all laughing, slapping my thighs, going, big thigh, big thigh. It's still one of the funniest things that I've ever encountered whilst I was backpacking. It just makes me cry.
Yeah, like, that escalated pretty quickly.
Nice.
So she went for a thigh wax. And by the way, when she says thigh wax, she actually means thigh, Thigh.
Yeah.
She's not saying ties in like Thailand.
You'd hope so. She was in Cambodia.
Ooh, All right, Gandhi. All right, like Kofi Annan here. All of a sudden, he's the expert on Southeast Asian politics. There's a difference. We know that. They're very different entities.
Yeah, thanks.
Nevertheless, she's over getting a thigh wax. A thigh wax? Didn't realise they were super common.
No, I wouldn't have thought. I've never heard that.
I wouldn't have thought it's an isolated part of one's body.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody thigh wax, obviously.
Yeah.
Leave the minge. Do you know what I mean?
The lower leg and minge is fine.
I want the calf to connect to the minge. A sort of like wisteria. Do you know what I mean? Growing up the side, we get a bit of planters. I've got some plant feed in my socks.
Yeah.
And anyway, so she goes in for the thigh wax. And then this Cambodian woman, who I'm not going to do an impression of.
Thank you. Please.
Okay.
No, please don't.
It's so hard not. She goes, oh, I can't do it. No. No,
that's enough. That's enough.
So she says, this is crazy. Crazy Westerner here with a size 12 or 14, which isn't big. Do you know what I mean? Not remotely. And she goes, size 12 or... Oh my God, better get a gang of these Cambodian women. Be careful with the running. Watch your feet. Watch your step. If it's an out, you know?
Yeah.
Historic gag.
Nice, yeah.
Bloody Americans. But she gets all these Cambodian colleagues in. Mm-hmm. What'll we do? Start slapping her. Get some barbecue sauce and just start slapping her ass. Do you know what I mean? It's a mental, like, to go from you have big thighs to
get the team in.
Get the team in to slap the ass of the white Westerner. It's completely bananas.
Of the normal sized white Westerner.
The very mediocre size. If anything, it should be a case of why are we only doing the thighs?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hi Mark, love the pod. I've been getting my hair done for a good few years in a well-known salon in town. It's called a 12-week blow dry. It's a treatment to bring down frizz. So I'm there for like 3 or 4 hours and I'm spending close to €200 in this place. I've never ever been offered tea, a coffee, a water until my most recent appointment where I was offered a coffee and I got a flat white. 5 minutes later she comes in with my coffee and a card machine to charge me for it. Annoyingly, they're really, really good at hair, so I'm kind of tracked with this hairdressers that feels like Ryanair of hair salons.
What absolute dirtbags.
Do you think so?
Yes, I think so. So firstly, she's going in for a 12-week blow dry.
Yeah.
Which, it's not like the sort of hair follicle equivalent of 72-hour deodorant.
Okay.
It is a thing, apparently.
Yeah, okay.
So you go in and it like keeps, I guess, the shape of the hair for 12 weeks.
Okay.
But she's going in spending shitloads of money.
Yeah.
Coffee is free.
Yeah, okay. But like... No.
Also, hairdresser coffee is always slop.
It is. It's.
Oh, would you like a coffee? You go in, there's a guy, oh, like coffee? Yeah, I'd love a coffee. Just as you're taking off my coat. Cool. Yeah. 45 minutes into getting the hair done. Oh, there's your coffee. To say it's more lukewarm than the reception I got when I told that Liam Neeson gag 3 podcasts ago. This like slop little mini coffee and they go, would you like some milk? Yeah, but like ask when you're getting the coffee would I like milk. It's like when somebody gives you a full Irish in a restaurant. Is that okay for you? And you go, well, I'm going to need some ketchup. Oh yeah, cool. No, that's part of the experience for me.
That's outstanding at the moment.
And then 4 minutes later, you see them swanning around with their tattoos and hedonism, chatting to the barista who's a fucking rock star apparently. Slipping and slopping and throwing the noise. Sorry, can baristas just shut up as well, please? This stuff. Completely over the top.
Then what? Making coffee?
I have misophonia and I do suffer with sound.
Okay.
But some of the noise is just... It's like bartenders doing the shake stuff.
But it's all like it's pageantry. It's part of the process, Mark.
I don't want there to be that much of a process. I'd like a coffee, please.
Stay at home.
I do.
That's life.
I don't want to be part of it. This whole life thing, interacting with the wider world and engaging with people who I do not know or care for, good luck.
We're just going to get you loads of drone deliveries daily.
That's all I want. As I learned in the past, okay, isolate yourself from everybody.
Okay.
It always works out in the end. They're the ones that are wrong, not you.
Okay, so I need to chime in on this. I worked in a salon that specialised in waxing for like 1.5 years. So it was mostly just like bikini waxes, advanced bikini waxes, Hollywoods, Brazilians, all that kind of stuff. So there was a huge problem of women coming in with poo bums, dirty, unwashed bikini area, whatever. So we always had baby wipes there. We left them on the beds when we'd step out. You know, they were clearly there if they wanted to freshen up, but a lot of women didn't use them. Anyway, so there was this one woman in particular, she'd come back to me every couple of weeks. That was fine, but she was a serial offender in the poo bum section. It was just awful. So I had brought this up to the girls that I worked with, and I was like, I don't know what to do, because each time it's just so awkward, and like, it was awful. So they had advised me to say when she came in, like, oh, just by the way, there's baby wipes there if you just want to have a quick freshen up, and I'll be back to you. So I did it, and I said that to her, and completely deadpan, she was like, oh, is that not what you're paid for? As in, like, I'm paid to use the baby wipes to wipe her hole.
Oh, no.
So yeah, that was one story in a long list of stories.
Is that not what you're paid for? Is probably the worst sentence I can't think of a context wherein it's appropriate.
I totally agree.
Unless your plane has crashed. Do you know what I mean? And you're sending a letter to Ryanair or something.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Or like Malaysian Airlines.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Like unless your plane has crashed and you're getting into a legal dispute with the airline, I cannot imagine a context where it's appropriate to say, is that not what you're paid for?
I don't think there's a single bigger indicator if someone is like a bad person or not based on how they
treat staff.
Yeah.
Treat anybody they perceive to be lower than them is all.
Particularly with like, is that not what you're paid for? To put yourself above someone, you are a wanker of the highest order.
Yeah. So we're going to get Michael's Blue Peter badge sent over to the studio now.
This is just ridiculous.
And we're going to get him a pat on the back from
about once a month. You just decide to like ruin me for an entire episode. I cry for a week.
Anyway, your one's coming in. So she's a complete insolent pig, right?
Yeah.
But not only that, she's got poo in her bummy. And that is a crime. Like, I can't think of a punishment that would actually be suitable enough to fit that crime, considering, okay, let's just look at it like this. Walking around with a poo bummy, disgraceful. Absolutely unforgivable. Or as this eloquent person said, poo bums. You know what I mean? So obviously you've got poo bums. Brilliant. Medical term. So you've got the poo bum first.
Yes.
But she's knowingly going somewhere where like someone's going to be looking at her nether regions. The fact that she's not even going, do you know what, I should... Like, for instance, I had to get my penis checked in the doctors about 1.5 years ago. Yeah. Okay?
They defined it, didn't they?
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Sorry, go on.
You'll fucking pay for that. You have no idea what's coming down the tracks as a result of that now. It's going to be a long, long week for you, Chief. So anyway, I had to get my penis checked. And obviously, like that morning, showered just before I went to the doctor. And then I was like, don't pee. No matter what you do, don't even drink water so you need to pee. Because you're just like hyper aware that there's going to be somebody going near your balls and willy.
Yeah.
So the idea of this woman going in knowing that there could be poo in the bum is just so outrageous.
But it's far worse. She has a track record, she said. So like this isn't a once off.
Yeah.
She's just showing up like skid marks galore. Like
no, it's not. Oh, no.
Well, like
no,
nuggets.
Okay, are we describing your boxers now?
Give over now. 1-0.
Not even close, Chief. Let's go. Guys, I hope you're enjoying listening to the Weekly Roast. It's great to be sitting here. It's my favourite time of the week, and this is particularly just... I'm almost speechless at many of the submissions today, and as I said, tune in tomorrow if you want to hear the cacophony of screams that will likely be emitted in this studio when myself and Michael go under the proverbial wax and receive our first ever Brazilian or Hollywood or whatever it's going to be. As I said, if you're enjoying the show and if you want to come see me out west, pay very, very close attention to my Instagram, as I'm hopefully going to get something locked in this week. And last but not least, if you enjoy the show, send it to someone that you know. It's the best way for us to grow. And it's been a amazing few months, but we really appreciate all the support. It's amazing. So thank you so much. Right, now, let's just get into it. It's part 3. It's all more the same, really, with a couple of particularly outrageous ones, and then we're going to go again tomorrow because there's just too much. There is just too much. Okay, on y va, let's go.
Hey Mark, I was about to start doing a feuilleton probably about 8 years ago now, and there was a hair sticking off the climbs, like up our belly. It was kind of floating, if you get me.
No.
I tried to pull it away because I would have left a little white mark, and the woman's boob came with it. Like, I pulled her whole boob. It was obviously attached to her nipple. I honestly thought I was going to get sacked. Like, I think I was about probably 21, 22 at the time. I was mortified. The woman just ignored it, but it was just so awkward. I thought I was going to get sacked right about a month later.
No. So, like, what happened here?
Why did she? It was going to be attached to something.
Well, it was the fact that she's not aware that the breast is there. So I'm just confused. So she says that the hair is floating.
Just a rogue hair, yeah.
Oh.
Like one very long hair.
Okay.
We've all got them.
We do.
Yeah.
But then
So she just decides to, take it into her own hands.
pull it like it's a game. Like,
Like, do you know the mime when they kind of start lifting, like...
yeah, like Tom Hardy. That phrase when every wanker in Ireland wanted to look like. Oh, my. The tash sort of culture.
Yeah.
Just the worst. Mustache culture in like pseudo hipster guys is probably the worst subculture of them all. Beard and mustache culture. It was a great way for tools with no personalities or any understanding or interest in the arts to make it look like they were interested in the arts.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe if I get tattoos and download a mustache or beard, I'll look like I know what I'm talking about. You don't.
He says to his friend with a beard and tattoos.
You don't. I stand by what I said. Pulling someone's boob by the hair. It's the if it's the fact that the hair was clearly in the range of the nipple.
Yeah.
I'd be keeping my hands to myself.
Or just, approach it with a bit of delicacy. Not just,
What is with you and delicacy?
Fuck off.
You are a pervert. Are you trying to breastfeed? Approach it with a bit of delicacy. It's not like a feral dog that you're trying to rescue.
I'm just saying,
It's not a rescue fucking Labrador underneath the kitchen counter and you're going, Rufus, it's okay. It's a woman's nipple. It's a hairy nipple.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Approach it, sing us a song.
No, but don't
It's
pull it
9 o'clock on a Saturday and the old crowd are coming in. Your nipples are so hairy. I want to drink a bottle of gin. That's because you're an alcoholic, Mark. Yeah. Michael's vinegar feet don't count, even though there's probably alcohol in them. His socks sucking one. Oh, stop. This is outrageous. Onival, let's go.
Hi, Mark. So I'm a skin and laser therapist for years. And the last clinic I worked in, I did a lot of laser hair removal there. And there was a few clients who used to come in without showering first.
No.
But there was one serial non-shower person who used to come in. We used to argue over who'd have to deal with her. Got to the point where I actually just asked her straight out, said, you're going to have a shower and shave all the hair before you come in. She never did. She never shaved either. And you do have to shave the hair before laser hair removal. So we used to always have to dry shave it for her then. She used to get full leg and full Hollywood laser sessions. One of the days she came in, I had to deal with her. Again, she hadn't showered, she hadn't shaved, so she opened her legs and began shaving her, getting her ready for her Hollywood laser hair removal. And you have to laser everything, obviously, for Hollywood, so full labia, outside and inside, and then laser it. And when you use the laser device, because it's actually burning the hair follicle, there's a strong smell of burning hair in the room. Ugh. But when somebody has it washed, that smell can be quite fishy.
No.
But this particular day, shaved her, lasered the front of her, then got her on her, she had to go on all fours and pull her bum cheeks apart because you laser the bum as well. And there was literal nuggets of shit in her bum. And the smell of burnt shit was literally in my nose. I felt like it was on me for the rest of the entire day. And that's just one story, one person.
This is honestly more offensive to the nostrils of good God-fearing Irish Catholics than the bonfires up north. Genuinely. The smell of burned... No. That's when you hand in the notice.
There's no amount of money. There is nothing you could pay me or give me that would, warrant or justify me doing that. It's
just too much.
Jesus.
It's just absolutely confoundingly grim. It's honestly, I struggle to wrap my head around, where people are clapping on doorsteps for nurses and school teachers. We need to add beauty therapists into the mix as well. The stuff that, nurses They absolutely deserve it, right? 100%. But these beauty therapists and salon technicians, they deserve it as well, because this is honestly, the stuff that they have to endure is absolutely outrageous. Reminds me of this. I got this one yesterday. I couldn't let this one pass. So I was getting a Hollywood wax, and my very thorough waxer put me on my front and asked me to spread my cheeks. She then put wax on and she's put the diamond emoji.
Okay.
I'm assuming that means bum hole, like.
Yeah.
And next thing, the phone rang. She left, and I'm lying on my front, holding my ass cheeks apart for what felt like hours. The tension had my arms shaking, and I eventually let go. Thus, my arse cheeks stuck together.
Oh my God.
That can't be the end of the story. Yeah, so I just don't have an arsehole. I'm like Michael age 2, like, do you know what I mean? Listeners to the pod will know. That's completely insane. Surely there's like an immediate action they can take.
Surely, yeah. Like,
Oh yeah, how much is that? 55. Would you let me off a fiver just because my ass is now permanently closed?
I've
So-
one less orifice.
I have one less orifice now. And by the way, that's going to have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to get a bypass or create a little oxbow lake down to the thigh, like, do you know what I mean? And I've only just had the thighs waxed. Go on, give them a slap. It's completely preposterous.
This isn't good for anyone. Like, surely there is a better way to remove hair than having someone on all fours have to spread their own arse cheek.
I feel like, by the way, bending over on all fours and pulling your arse cheeks back, that sort of dies out once you're over the age of 9.
You would hope so.
That's what you do when you're to your siblings.
Yeah.
When you're out of the shower and you're running through the house, you go, look at this. They're like, brilliant. I can see your full arse. But because you're 9, you don't have any humility or understanding of bum. So you're like, yeah, this is a bit of crack, literally. As a 37-year-old, like, she's sitting there going like, I have a career. I've got like a reputable reputation on LinkedIn. Do you know what I mean? Like, I volunteer. You know, I share stuff. This is just complete. And they're here, the hands shaking is when you've been holding the ass cheeks back for too long. When you're literally like a sort of, when you're there like doing the Michael J. Fox on all fours now.
Too much.
You need to rein
I stand by it.
that fucking neck of yours back in, Chief. Oh, what's that smell, lads? Okay.
Hi, Mark. So I'm a massage therapist, and I was working in London at the time, and I had a man come in and he was all fine and everything. And then when he turned round onto his back, as I put it, his petit pois was facing north and goes, "This is for you, love." So he was marched out the door. No payment taken, marched out the door. Yeah, not able, absolutely not able.
Men are pigs.
Totally agree.
Men are. There's the one thing that we know on this podcast. It's just that men are complete feral pigs.
It's proven by the week.
This podcast is hopefully it's an education for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's an education for you. It's hopefully an education for the male listeners of the pod, where we realise just how long we have to go, how far we have to go. Do you know what I mean? And also that we can look back in retrospect and go, good God, we were mental in the way that we used to, the way that we grew up thinking and the way that we are conditioned to think.
Yeah.
I was saying this to somebody recently. I was having a conversation with somebody and I was telling them about something that happened in secondary school. And I was like, yeah, that was terrible. Like, we were speaking like this. She was like, that's just disgraceful. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, how can you say that? I was like, no, like, I'm talking to you about how it was growing up in an all boys school. Like, it was really bad. And she's like, yeah, but are you not ashamed? I was like, no, of course I am. But like, at the same time, I can acknowledge that growing up was really bad and the environment of like totally male and toxicity, but like, we can grow out of that and evolve, and it's our duty to then, be better and different, all the rest. She's like, yeah, no, I didn't think that'd be you. And I'm like, how is anybody allowed to get better at something if they're never allowed to acknowledge that they once were bad? Do you know? And when I say bad, I'm talking about like, if your perspectives change and evolve.
Totally. But also, like, you were 14.
You were a 14-year-old male in a macho fucking environment, which was just like, literally, that was...
Being terrified of standing out in any way.
Misogyny was the daily diet, though. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be getting into this like sensory of, no, you can't ever... No, we have to be able to like be real in terms of, let's look at the environments that men grow up in and let's try and act on that rather than just pretending like, no, everything's all just...
It's good. Don't talk. Yeah.
Anyway, look, back to ass cheeks with flakes of poo on them, Michael.
The important stuff.
So this absolute animal comes in and goes, what do you say? This is for you, love. Brilliant. A penis. the least, like,
appealing thing to present to someone.
I always wonder, like, what does he expect her to go? Unbelievable.
Yeah, I was looking for one.
Oh,
of those.
my lunch break, I've got a packet of Walker's prawn cocktail crisps beside me and an Aero. I'll have your dick instead. And I've just seen you getting thrown out of Chartbuster, so, you know, we better be quick. It's completely ludicrous. But is the thrill just to show the penis? Or, you know, I often wonder with these guys, what would they actually do if someone was to follow through with it?
Oh, I think they're totally up for it. But
Really?
for them, the way I see it, it's a numbers game. You do that 100 times, it's going to work once.
Is that in your experience?
Yes, that's, no. What I'm saying is, we both know that.
Is there much of a market for micro penis flashers?
Brilliant.
Is there? Is the lack of foreskin like an issue, or it's just foreskin?
What do we do?
Michael's little burst balloon. Just hanging out, blowing in the summer wind.
Lovely.
Like the tassel of a whoopee cushion. Very delicate. Pervert.
Oh.
Guys, tune in tomorrow. It's a live wax on the roast. We will see you then. Bye.
Mark Megan's Weekly Roast. Proudly supported by Cialis for Men. Are you one of nearly 3 in 10 men experiencing erectile dysfunction? Why not have a quick, discreet chat with your pharmacist about Cialis for Men 10mg film-coated tablets, which contains tadalafil. Now available without prescription in pharmacies nationwide. Find out more at cialisformen.ie. To be taken at least 30 minutes prior to anticipated sexual activity. Always read the label.